Hi everyone, this is Richard from the content team, and today I have the absolute pleasure of talking to you all about the new Galaxy S10 5G. So let's take a look at what 5G actually means to the user and to the telecommunication market as a whole. So what is 5G? Firstly, and quite obviously, it's the fifth generation of the wireless mobile network and is a natural progression from the 4G standard we all currently use. 4G will still be available in the areas that 5G won't reach with immediate effect, but like 4G, 5G will need to be tested and rolled out over the coming months and years. And for more information on this, just check with your network provider. Speed is very important when discussing 5G, but it's not the whole story. But to give you a quick headline, if a HD movie took about 30 minutes to download on a standard 4G connection, it would take about 25 seconds on a 5G connection. There are three main areas to consider when thinking about 5G. Other than speed. So you've got coverage, latency, and capacity. As 5G is rolled out across the country and the world, it will be using a radically different approach to coverage and masts than 4G. 5G can utilise base stations that are a lot smaller than the size of the average microwave oven. This allows them to be placed in areas traditional masts simply couldn't be. This will mean coverage will be far denser and far stronger than the traditional 4G network. Next, we look at latency. This is the delay or amount of time it takes for a piece of information to travel from your device and back again. The shorter this delay, the more seamless the experience, and high-quality real-time events and games will finally become a reality. And response times on 5G can be up to 10 times faster when compared to 4G. Finally, there's capacity. Now, 5G masts will be able to cope with hundreds of times the amount of devices at once than a 4G mast currently can. So the information can be effectively processed and broadcast without the delays associated with 4G. So 5G will allow many more devices to send much more information at the same time without these horrible delays. When an area becomes fully 5G enabled, it'll be able to bounce signals off buildings and divert data traffic in a much more dynamic way, giving users the speed, quality and reliability they've always dreamt of. The launch of the S10 5G and the development of the new 5G network is a milestone not only for Samsung but also consumers. The S10 5G not only offers customers the pinnacle of design, display and camera technology, but it's also the world's first 5G handset. So we all know now that 5G is fast. It's very fast. In fact, it's up to 20 times faster than 4G. So you can finally access cloud-based 4K and even 8K content without delays and buffering, without being tethered to home Wi-Fi signals. 5G will also allow the user to shoot and stream high-definition content up to the web without delay, paving the way for a whole new era of video and media streaming and consumption. So in recap, it's not just the raw speed that makes 5G far superior to 4G, but it also offers vastly reduced response or lag times, and that makes a massive impact on future users. It also gives high quality, lag-free gaming on the go, which makes a massive difference with high-paced modern online games. Also, this will virtually eliminate lag on live broadcast sports events, so you'll be able to see the exact moment your team score the winning goal. So we've already looked at the question, what does 5G really mean? This deck's also going to cover key USPs, additional features, some accessories and a comparative upsell approach as well. So we're going to have a look at the conversations we're going to have with our customers about upselling and cross-selling between the S10 Plus and the S10 5G. The four key USPs are 5G ready, 6.7-inch cinematic Infinity O display, pro-grade camera, and all-day intelligent battery. The additional features to also consider are ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, the 25-watt super fast wired charging, wireless power share, and our new One UI user interface. So as I discussed at the start of this webinar, there are many benefits to the 5G network. Now, Samsung is bringing the world's first 5G smartphone to the market. What benefits does that bring to the customer? Well, one is live broadcasting, and it's instantaneous and lag-free. So imagine being able to record a live broadcast or stream it in UHD. You can even screen mirror that to other devices while you're recording in UHD. So you could be recording your favorite match in UHD and stream it to a large screen so your friends and family can enjoy it on the large screen as well. And talking of displays, The S10 5G has got the largest display of any of the S10 range. It's a 6.7-inch cinematic Infinity O display. So this will give the user an even more immersive display than they've ever had before. It goes from a 6.4-inch display on the S10 Plus up to a whopping 6.7-inch display on the S10 5G. It still supports HDR10 Plus, and it's still a dynamic AMOLED display, and it's still WQHD Plus. So customers will benefit from the AMOLED technology, which means when they are out and about, they'll be able to use that screen outside in any conditions. Next, let's move on to the pro-grade camera. So the cameras are already fantastic and award-winning on the S10 range, but now we've upped our game and we've got 6 cameras on this device. So let's have a look at what they are. We've got the 12 megapixel 2x telephoto zoom lens, which we saw on the range, which is fantastic. We've got the primary camera, which is the 12 megapixel wide dual aperture dual pixel camera, great in day or night, especially as we've now got a dedicated night mode. And we've got the 16 megapixel ultra wide 123 degree ultra wide angle lens for getting absolutely everything into every picture. What we've added onto this is the 3D depth camera or time of flight camera. There's also a 3D depth or time of flight camera located on the front now as well, and we'll go into that in a little bit more detail on the next slide. Also on the front, you've got the 10 megapixel dual pixel autofocus UHD selfie camera, which will really give you the best selfies you've ever seen. So what do the 3D depth or time of flight cameras give us? They give us movie-like blurred backgrounds in our videos. So we're used to doing portrait mode effects with our stills, but now we can apply this to our videos as well. So whether you're using the rear camera or the selfie cameras, you're going to be able to have a blurred background on your videos as well. And because the way that the time of flight camera lenses work, you're going to be able to use the AR ruler as well. So this will give you up to 4 times the measurement. So you've got distance from yourself to the object you're looking at. You've got length, which is a basic measurement between 2 points. You've got the 2D area, which is the width, the length, and the diagonal area. You also have the ability to do 3D box measurement, which is the width, the length, and the height, which will give you an overall volume measurement of an item, which is fantastic if you're looking at something through your camera and you want to judge the overall size of it. Maybe you're measuring up to fill a space at home for a new fridge freezer or a sofa. These tools can really help you in the real world. Moving on to the all-day intelligent battery. So this is a massive 4500 milliamp battery. This is massive even compared to the S10 Plus's 4100 milliamps. Because it's AI-powered battery performance, it means that the phone itself will look at what is draining power and can restrict those apps or cut down background operations, which will give you all-day battery. Perfect for people using 5G who are going to be streaming and broadcasting all day long, thanks to the fantastic performance of the 5G network. The AI can even detect when it should put on auto power saving mode, meaning that your phone will stay on and stay connected throughout the day and the night. Looking at the next thing, we've got ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. Now, we've touched on this a lot and we should all understand this 100%, but just to go over it once more, it is on-screen fingerprint scanning, which gives you massive convenience. It's amazing brand new technology. It's super secure because of the technology it uses. Because it's ultrasonic, it creates a 3D image of your fingerprint, so it knows the ridges and the depth of your fingerprint rather than it just being a 2D image. This increases security and reduces spoofing. Quickly going back to the battery, we've got the first super fast charging in our Galaxy range. So this is 25 watt wired super fast charging. You've got a massive battery, you've got AI which cuts down battery usage in the background that you don't want, but when you do need to charge up, because you're going to be using this phone all day every day, you've got 25 watt super fast charging. And the super fast charging mains power brick does come supplied in the box with the device, meaning it's even better value for customers. And with all this power in your hand, it'd be a shame not to share it. So we've got wireless power share, which is easily turned on via the notification panel and allows you to charge up wearables and top up other compatible wireless handsets. Really convenient for people living life on the go. Now looking at something that's been massively well received by reviewers and the market in general is our One UI. So it's a change in the material design of the user interface of our phones. This gives you a much cleaner, slicker and quicker user interface that customers love, and allows you to find what you need quicker and interact with your information much easier thanks to the viewing and interaction zones that the One UI gives you. Taking a brief look at accessories, there will be a wide range of accessories available for the S10 5G. Right now, we're just going to take a look at the protective standing cover. Now, this gives you military grade cover, which is far stronger than using the device on its own, and it will withstand your daily knocks and bumps. Also, it has two stand legs that pop out the back should you want to view the phone at two different angles, the ultimate in convenience and protection. There are two fantastic colour options for the S10 5G that aren't available on the other S10 range devices. They are grey and silver. They look beautiful and allow you to have a new colour statement for your life. Taking a quick peek inside the box for the S10 5G, you get your leaflets as standard and your ejector pin. Also, you get AKG headphones with sound by AKG to make the most of our fantastic audio credentials on the device. You get a screen protector, which is pre-installed, and as usual, it's recommended that this should be replaced every 3 to 6 months. Also, it comes, as I mentioned before, with a 25-watt adaptive super fast mains charger. So now let's take a look at a really great question: S10 5G or S10 Plus? The benefits of the 5G are it's bigger, you get a bigger display, you get a bigger battery. Better in terms of you get 6 cameras now, and 2 of these, one front and one rear, are the 3D depth cameras or the time of flight sensors, so you can capture your videos with an artistic blurred background, not just your photos. And faster, so you get access to the 5G network for the first time in the world with the S10 5G. It's really important that we position the S10 Plus and the S10 5G correctly to customers, making sure that we sell the right device to the right customer. There are quite a few spec differences. I've included this on the slides as well. So you've got the larger display, you've got the 3D time of flight cameras, you've got access to the 5G network, but you don't get micro SD support. It comes with standard 8 gig of RAM, and it comes with 256 gig of storage. This storage is plenty when you consider this device is fundamentally for streamers, people who can access information on the go from the cloud and don't need to store it all locally on the device. Having said that, 256 gig is still huge. The battery is even bigger, the 4500 milliamp battery compared to a 4100. Clearly, it's powering a 6.7 inch display, so you want that extra milliamps. Also, you go up from a 15 watt fast charger to a 25 watt super fast charging system. One thing to note is there is no heart rate sensor on the back. So really, you need to look at all these options and position whichever device is best for your customer. Finally, I would like to ask you all to complete the 5G quiz. It's really simple, and there's only a few questions on there for you to answer. So if everyone could please complete the quiz by close of play Friday the 17th of May, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for listening. If you've got any more questions or queries, please contact myself, Richard, on the content team, or any of my colleagues, and we'll be happy to help. Have a great day. Take care.